26th August of 2024. Wake up in the morning. I'm feeling very exhausted. The sleep I had was not so good. So the plan is wake up, make bed immediately. But today was a different day. Close your eyes. Shush. Close your eyes. Today was a different day. I woke up and I sat on my desk, rubbing my eyes and saying, whoa, what should I do? Why am I here? I don't feel good. And this persisted throughout the day. And I was wondering, okay, am I burnt out? And do I need to rest? So I take a nap and I'm still feeling the same feeling. I do my meditation and even that feels hard for me. The work needs to get done, but I'm still feeling this demotivated and just down feeling, okay? I later figured out that I wanted to procrastinate on the work, and I did procrastinate on the work. In this video, I will teach you how to overcome procrastination and how to tap into motivation, a simple way to tap into motivation. There are amongst a billion ways to tap into motivation, but today I'll give you only one specific way, and I'll teach you how procrastination works, how to get over procrastination, okay, because it's essential in tapping into your hidden focus. Now, to understand procrastination, we need to understand a certain chemical our brain produces, which is dopamine. Dopamine is very, very, very important in our survival. It is the reason why I'm here recording this video. It's the reason why you're watching this video. Okay. Now, dopamine is the fuel for focus. Okay. It is the one that propels us to pursue things outside of the body. Okay. To pursue our goals. Okay. That's the point of dopamine. Okay. In theory now, if dopamine levels are low, then we'll feel demotivated and we feel like procrastinating. That's exactly what's happening here. Now, you've probably heard dopamine hit before. Okay, but that's a common misconception. Okay, that's a very common misconception. Dopamine does not suddenly appear out of nowhere. Okay, it doesn't appear out of nowhere suddenly, just out of a vacuum, then boom. No, our body produces a baseline tonic level of dopamine. Okay. A baseline tonic level of dopamine. It is the fluctuations, okay, the peaks and troughs in this baseline that either causes pleasure or pain. Pleasure and pain act on the same dopaminergic system, okay? Imagine a seesaw, pleasure, pain, pain, pleasure, okay? These two are very related, okay? The pleasure feeling you experience is when you do something instantly gratifying, and there's a peak of dopamine above the baseline at which your body was producing that peak, okay? For every peak, there's a trough, okay? The trough is below the baseline, okay? So for a drug addict, they take the drug, immediately they get a spike in their dopamine, the hit. They get that hit in dopamine way above their baseline, they get that hit, and then the craving they get, the dopamine goes below the baseline. There's a trough. This trough is responsible for driving them to seek more of that peak they had. But that's wrong. When you are in this trough state and say you seek that stimuli you had, you will have a diminished peak, which means that the more instant gratification you do, the less pleasurable it becomes and the more painful it becomes. The faster and steeper the peak, the deeper the trough, okay? Now, in procrastination, how this relates to procrastination, we spoke about how dopamine is the fuel for focus, the fuel for us pursuing things outside of the body. Procrastination, generally, is us being in this trough state, okay? This state below baseline, okay, due to maybe poor sleep or abusing of instant gratification and stuff, okay. It's the result of us being in this trough state below our baseline, okay. Now, To do a task, let's just quantify it with arbitrary units. To do a task, you need 100 focus points. Okay, you need 100 baseline 100 baseline dopamine points. Okay, but you only have 50, so you'll do something that's easier. Okay, that's the whole essence of procrastination. You do stuff that are easier than the task that actually needs to be doing. That you need to be doing. Okay, most people clean their house when they feel like procrastinating. Now, the question is now, okay, pleasure and then pain. Pleasure above baseline, pain. The question is now, what should we do? Okay, what should we do when we're in this trough state? We can do two things. Number one, we can wait out the trough. Like I said, a common bad thing people do is when they're in this trough, they seek more of that stimuli that gave them the peak in the first place. That is wrong, okay? Because when you seek that stimuli and you do it, you'll get a smaller peak and you'll even have a deeper trough, okay? So it's counterintuitive, okay? Number one, we could wait, okay? We could simply wait for our dopamine level to return back to its baseline. But that's not practical when we have work to do, okay? Work has a deadline, that's not practical. If we wait even long enough, our dopamine might return to its baseline, but the deadline of the task will make us work even more faster, get us under pressure and stuff. That in the short term is sustainable, in the long term not sustainable. Step two, or the other step, or the other option. The other option is, since we identified that we're in this trough state and we are procrastinating, step two, or the other option, is to do something that is much more painful than being in this trough procrastinating state. Okay, do something that is much more harder. Okay, it can be, for many people, cold exposure. Okay, you go take your cold shower. Okay, and suddenly you it's very painful. You don't want to do it, but you do it either way. It's painful. That sets, okay, that quickens the time for your baseline level to return back to, for your dopamine to return back to the baseline. It quickens it. It accelerates it. Okay, if not immediately after you step out, you'll feel much more better out of this trough state. But if you are a regular practitioner of cold exposure, then your body is acclimatized, your body is used to that cold exposure. So that may not work as effective for you as it would for me, okay? Because it wouldn't work for me either way, bro, because I'm quite used to the cold. Another thing you can do is meditation, okay? Meditation does not necessarily give you dopamine, but for many people, it's something they don't want to do. It's something that is painful. It's something that is hard. Okay, by painful, I don't mean you have to hurt yourself. I mean something you don't want to do, but you do it either way. Okay? For many people, that's exercise. For me, that's pull-ups. I hate pull-ups. Okay? I'm not a fan of pull-ups. They feel good. I like it when I'm in the process, but just getting to do pull-ups is difficult. For me, that's my hard thing. Okay? Whatever it is for you, bro, you may probably eating hot chilies. Okay, I'm just giving you random ideas. Collect a list of 5 of certain hard things, okay, for you, specifically for you, okay. And whenever you feel like procrastinating, whenever you feel like you're procrastinating and stuff, do one of those 5 hard things, okay. And I guarantee you'll be out of the procrastinating mood. Okay, you'll simply just get the work done. Okay, simple. Okay. Now, we spoke about procrastinating, and one way to overcome procrastination. Let's talk about not discipline, but motivation. Okay. Now we heard Andrew Tate talk about, oh yeah, be disciplined, bro. Motivation is bad. Motivation is bad. Alpha male. Motivation is bad, bro. You'd pay $10 billion to be 20% more motivated. Who doesn't want to be motivated? I want to be motivated, bro. It's the best feeling. Okay, I'm motivated right now to record this video. It's the best feeling you can get. Okay, to get the work done. Of course, there's some days where I have to rely on discipline, but for the majority, bro, it's best to run on your motivation. But how do I get motivated? What's the actual step I get motivated? I'm not gonna talk about, oh yeah, do this, do that. Nah. Okay. I'm gonna invite you to a visualization. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes with me. I said close your eyes. Imagine your family, your future family, your future wife, your future children, your mom and dad. Your wife is retired because you worked hard enough to retire her. Your children are homeschooled because you know that school is traumatic for children, and you have enough money to pay for their homeschooling. Your mom and dad are retired, they don't have to work their job anymore. And now you're living in a lavish house, devoid of any rules. You set your own rules. That's the ideal lifestyle. Now, suddenly, your future wife is gone. Your children are gone. Your mom and dad are still suffering in their 9-to-5 job. Everything is taken away. Everything is gone. All because you decided to not work hard enough today. Are you still demotivated? Open your eyes now. You see, let's go back in time to history. Way, way back to when we were hunters and gatherers. Our species, survived because of attachment. I was motivated to keep you alive, because I loved you and I cared about you, I cared about you. We had this attachment going on. So I made sure that you would stay alive by hunting it, by killing that saber-toothed tiger if it tried to touch you. You would be motivated to stay alive because you knew that I love you and you wanted to keep me happy and just keep me going. That's the basis of the motivation back in those times. For men especially, we used to compete for raw materials and women. Now, in the modern day, it's almost like a sin to say we're competing. It's like so frowned upon and stuff. And there's this modern narrative of do it for yourself, do it for you, go to the gym for you, go work a job for you, completely separating how we felt and how we went about life back in those days. And is it a surprise? Is it actually a surprise that you don't feel like doing the hard work? Is it a surprise? No, it shouldn't be a surprise. Because we lost that. We lost that drive, that passion to work for other people, to do stuff in dedication to this one person, him, her, whoever, whoever you care about deeply inside of you, Are you still demotivated, bro? Whenever you feel, along with the procrastination, or whenever you just feel demotivated, think about the future ahead of you, Think about how this small action now would lead to bigger and worse events in the future. And think about how you just doing the hard work, and it compounding against itself in the future would lead to a better life. That mini action, Think about the people who depend on you, bro. I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to my younger self. I'm talking to you, bro. Think about people who depend on you, bro. Your mom and dad depend on you to retire them, bro, and you still don't want to work hard, bro. You think they enjoy working? They don't enjoy working, bro. Trust me, they don't enjoy working, especially at this old age. And yet here you are, an instant gratification goblin. Lost, bro. You've got bigger responsibilities, bro. Your future wife is counting on you, bro. That's all I had to say about motivation and procrastination. Tell me if you like the video. Like and subscribe. Because your future wife and your future kids depend on it. over and out.